We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Check 99! Check 99! Set hunt!
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Mostert. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Double dog, that's the way. Wahoo!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 13! 13!
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The kick by Maher is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Balazs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. The open man is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Balazs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They run it with Balazs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run here with Balazs. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
56.
From the 35 on second down, Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Darnold on 3rd down. Found his target, it's Anderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's a run with Ballage. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Like 80! Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, get hot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
11. 57's mine.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now it's Darnold. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold leaping, and he makes the grab. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Ballage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
In your face.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Jets will extend their lead. Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Darnold now to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's just me and you.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, watch the slant.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by Jordan Willis. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack,
that's caught at the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mostert. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
21. Easy. 4 now. Easy. 1, Omaha. 28.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
12, fellas, here we go. 57,
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Garoppolo now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's a victory.